welcome to the My RC Life YouTube channel, where we send RCs through the air and then back on the bench to repair. Let's go!
What's going on, everybody? Traxxas Mike from My RC Life. Today, when I was out driving the Revo, I started to hear a slight clicking coming from the old girl. So we're going to go ahead and tear into it, see what the deal is, what's making the clicking noise.
What I'm doing right now is I'm holding 3 tires still and then spinning one tire, seeing if I can get it to click, because then I know it's just a spider gear on the inside of the differential. I'm flipping it over so I can try the other side here. No click coming from there, no click coming from there. I'm kind of dumbfounded.
It don't sound like it's coming from the diff at all. I almost wonder if it may be coming from the transmission. I think I'm going to put the batteries back in and see if I can't make it click real quick. All right. It does kind of sound like it's coming from the rear end, which is not good, because I think that's where I put the spiral cut diff is in the rear end, not the front. We're going to start off with the 2.5 millimeter, 3 bolts right here. Going to pull off the wing, loosen up our rockers. Pull out the bolts for our shocks up here. Flip it over. Move to our 2 millimeter. 4 bolts to remove our skid plate. Two more bolts right here that hold this plate on, 2 millimeter. Then start pulling our pins. I think there's going to be 6. 2 long ones up here on the top. You can take this plate off. 2 short on the bottom. And then 2 more short ones right there as well. If I remember right, it's just as easy to pull this middle skid plate off. 2.5 millimeter.
Now you can pull those pins out without taking this middle skid plate off, but it's just easier to take the plate off. That way you can get a pair of vice grips in and grab a hold of the pins.
And grab your 2 millimeter and loosen this up just a little bit so this can flex up. And that way you can see your whole transmission and stuff. And let's pull these pins out here. And then we want to disconnect our axles here. Just pull our dog bones out. And all this should these should slide up off. The shocks will pop right off. Slide up. Shock will pop off, and then our whole deal comes out here. 1 bolt right here that holds the cases together, 2 millimeter. Pull that apart. Okay, then this holds the drive shaft on. Back to the 2.5 millimeter. 4 bolts. And here we are into our diff carrier. As you can see, our spiral cut diff looks beautiful. So does our pinion. I'm guessing it's the spider gears inside of here. Let's tear this apart. 2mm, 4 bolts. I'm going to take these drive cups off too. Wow guys, nothing looks bad in here at all. It all looks good. Yeah, all these just look beautiful. Actually, now that I'm looking, I do see a little bit of abnormal wear on one little section of teeth here. Alright, I got it cleaned up. So right on the outer edge, I can see on a few certain teeth, like say this one here. You know, these few here, they look good. They look like they're starting to wear out on the tops here, but not as far as like the sides. But look at like this one here. It's starting to wear heavy on the side. I think that gear's just sliding up and over. You can tell where the pinion has slid up and over right there. I don't know. I think you should be able to see it on the camera. But yeah, in a handful of spots. Zoop, zoop. It's probably when you hear the clicking noise right about here. Click, 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 click. Right here, maybe not so much. I don't know if I can just shim the piss out of this thing and maybe get some more life out of it or what. The pinion don't look too bad. Some of them are looking a little bit rough, but it's like it ain't getting out far enough. So I wonder if I could maybe shim it somehow. I just took the end of a wire loom deal connector, cut the end off of there. I'm going to stick the pinion in with that big old shim on there, reassemble, and see if it'll even spin. Okay, let's put 2 bolts in there for now. Let's throw this cap back on. Now, will it spin? Yes. It does feel a bit tight in spots, but hey, that's a good thing in my mind. But I'm willing to bet that'll loosen up. Cool, guys. I'm going to freaking assemble it. Screw it. It's already damaged. It ain't like it's going to hurt it anymore. It'll be like an experiment, I guess. Can you use electrical connectors as shims? There. It's probably a little much of a shim, but that's all I got. I don't have any other shims around, so it's all I can use, you know. Alright, I'm going to start reassembling.
What's going on is since I put the shim in there, it has allowed less of the snout to stick out for the dry shaft to hook up to. Therefore, the pinhole isn't sticking out far enough.
I think if I grind a little bit of that off, it'll be fine. There, that should do it, I think. So a light burr on the end of this now. Yeah, I think that'll work. I'm going to put a point on the end of that now too. Okay, let's see. There we go. It's a little tight, but I just hope it pulls through it, guys. I don't know what else to say. Okay. Line up our dog bone here. Slide that up.
And I've done this a million times on camera, so we're going to speed it up for you.
Alright guys, here we go. Does it roll? Yeah, it seems to roll. Let's pop a couple batteries in it. Okay, let's see if it clicks now. Well guys, I guess all I can do now is just test it. See if my little butt connector or my electrical connector worked out as a shim on the rear diff of a first gen E-Revo. That's it for tonight.
A few days later.
Alright guys, couple days later, I'm over here at my mom and dad's house. It's been above 50 degrees for days, at least like a week and a half or something like that. And we still have tons and tons and tons of snow everywhere. So I can't really get off anything where there hasn't been plowed, but I can test out the Revo to see if my electrical connector shim is going to work or not. Let's get after it. It might go on top of the snow. Yeah! Oh! I don't know, I think I heard something click though, guys. pretty good. Sounds pretty good to me. Ooh, the front might be clicking, maybe.
The only time I'm hearing clicking is under hard braking, which leads me to believe that it's probably the front diff starting to go out.
I think the rear diff's doing fine, guys, but I think the front diff may be clicking a little bit. Yeah, definitely the front is clicking a little bit, because when it comes down from a wheelie, it clicks. I do believe. Yep. Okay, guys. I'm going to quit because I'm going to try to shim the front just like I did the back. Success, baby. Ha ha ha. Whoa! Should have worn my boots. Uh-oh. Max has got some problems too. Oh, I don't know if that's a front end or rear end or transmission, something. Dang it. I was running out of luck today, guys. All right, guys, that's enough for tonight. I'm Traxxas Mike from My RC Life, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching another episode of My RC Life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.